Hi everyone, so I'm not sure if you guys were on my live yesterday, but I'm going to be reading a short story that I wrote like a couple years back, but I just now started to correct it. And it's called The Shape of Your Absence. Chapter 1. Before We Knew. We met in a classroom that smelled like chalk and summer rain. She sat beside me. Neither of us knew that one small decision would rearrange the rest of our lives. Her laugh came out in pieces, like she was afraid to let it be too loud. I learned that sound before I learned anything else about her. We slowly became inseparable. We shared headphones, secrets, and we shared the kind of silence that only happens when you feel safe. I did not know I was falling for her. I only knew that everything felt brighter when she was near and unbearably dull when she wasn't. Chapter 2. The First Fracture. The first time someone called us out, we treated it like a joke. Looking back, I think that was the moment everything changed. She started walking a little further from me in the halls. Not enough for strangers to notice, but enough for me to notice. Maybe we should tone it down, she said once, as if what we were doing was something loud. I nodded like I understood, but the distance between us suddenly felt larger. Chapter 3. Almost. There was a night when everything almost changed. We were alone. Her room was dark except for the streetlight spilling through the blinds. She looked at me like she was standing on the edge of something. Do you ever feel like... She started, then stopped. I wanted to be brave enough for both of us. Instead, I was scared for both of us. Our foreheads touched. We stayed there, breathing the same air, not moving. Then she pulled away first, not because she didn't want to, but because she did. Chapter 4. Leaving. We did not break up, we dissolved. Calls became shorter. Replies came hours later, then days. The last time I saw her, we stood at a bus station pretending this was temporary. She hugged me like she was memorizing my shape. I'll come back, she said. I believed her, and that was my mistake. The bus doors closed. She didn't look back. I watched until I couldn't see her anymore. After that, I learned to exist without her. Not happily, just efficiently. I dated other people, but none of them felt like coming home. Chapter 5. Years later. I saw her again in a bookstore. Not in a dream, not in a memory, but real. She looked older, softer, like someone who had carried something heavy for too long. For a second, neither of us moved. Then she said my name, the way she used to, carefully. I was scared, she said. No excuses, no jokes, just truth. I thought losing you would hurt less than choosing you. It didn't. I laughed while crying. I never stopped choosing you, I told her, even when she wasn't there. This time, when her hand touched mine, she held on. We were older now, braver in ways we hadn't been before. Some lovers don't disappear, they wait, and this time she didn't let go. Chapter 6. Still Here. Years later, the story sits between us on a small wooden table. The pages are worn now, soft at the edges. Her hair is silver now, mine too. She reads some lines aloud and laughs at how dramatic we were. I pretend to be offended. Do you remember this part? She asks. The bus station, the almost, the bookstore. I remember it all. But it feels different now. Lighter. We take turns reading. Her voice is slower than it used to be. Still careful. Still mine. You really wrote this? She asked. I nod. I didn't think we'd survive it. She admits. Neither did I. Outside, the evening is quiet. Inside, our hands rest together on the table. No hesitation, no fear. Chapter 7. What They Left Behind. The book is older than the hands holding it now. Its spine bends easily. Its pages have been turned too many times. There are notes in the margins, small ones, private ones. Don't forget about the rain. You were braver than you think. I'm glad we stayed. The handwriting changed halfway through. 2 different scripts intertwined. The woman reading it sits by a window. She was told the story belonged to them, that they carried it everywhere, that they used to read it together in the evenings. She traces the final lines with careful fingers. There are tear stains on the last page, old ones and new ones. At the very end of the book, beneath the final chapter, there is one more note written shakily. If one of us goes first, the other will finish the story. They did. The woman closes the book gently. Outside, the world continues. Inside those pages, they are still choosing each other. So guys, that was my short story, The Shape of Your Absence. So comment down below if you like it, because I have other stories that I want to read as well. But thank you guys for listening.